Hello everybody, my name is Brad and this is my new YouTube channel where I'm going to be doing a F1 2019 career mode series. We're going to start with the F2 career mode and we're doing Prima just because I don't really know too much about F2. And we're going to do the Ferrari Driver Academy. We're not going to start in Ferrari, but we're going to start in one of those two teams. I know which one because I already recorded the races. And I'm just trying to do live commentary for the first time, so bear with me. We're doing full qualifying, full 50% race distance, and when we get to F1, we're gonna do 90% AI because I'm not too good. But for F2, I'm gonna do 87. Flashbacks on just in case there's like screen freezes, and also I'm not that good. Park for me on basically. Full damage. I don't like breaking my front wing too much because I'm not that great. Elite when we get to F1. Strict corner cutting, all that shebang. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna start off, and I'm just gonna cut this all out.
Kramer's new driver really commanding the race here. Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've got some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're behind you.
Okay, so normally I drive with no assists on. I'm still learning most of the courses, but I do not know my braking points for F2. And this is where it hit me hard. And I was like, alright, I'll take one more shot at it. And it doesn't go too well. I kind of make the corner. But I'm gonna miss one of these corners. Oh yeah, this one. There we go. Right off. And I decided to use the track, what's it called, the racing line for just F2 career mode. When we get to Australia, I'm going to turn it off again and do F1 only. So yeah, you'll just have to bear with it for this episode. I'm not the fastest driver, and I'm definitely not quick in those two cars, so you're just gonna just have some good racing. It doesn't have to be quick, because I'm not quick. So, I'm sure you've already all seen this a few times, but if you watch any other YouTubers, but yeah. Alright, so our turbo's gone, so we're gonna have no top end speed. And our teammate is right behind us. So I could hold us up. I could hold my teammate up and fight him for it, but I just kind of like go on 80% throttle here to let him by. Lucas Weber can go and try to get whatever points he can. And while I try to figure out these F2 braking physics, you'll probably notice throughout it all I keep locking up. That's because my differential set, not the differential, the braking, just like here, my braking bias is set up too high than where I normally have, and I don't think to fix it until Abu Dhabi. I go in late there, trying to keep Giotto behind me, but to no avail. I try to do too much to go wide there, and he gets by. Markelov comes up my inside. I don't see him, so I tap him. And then, trying to keep him behind, I try to get on the throttle too early. And I do a little spin, which gives him the perfect run at getting by me. So I'm just going to tuck into the slipstream, and Aiken is coming up behind me, but Markelov brakes super early, and I'm forced to dive up the inside of him. I have a replay coming up in a second of that, just to see, because I know I made contact with Aiken too. Yeah, so he gets by me, and he brakes so early, and I actually spin Aiken. So he's basically, I don't think he had any damage. Okay, he didn't spin too much. He was back in it, but he lost a few places. And nothing else really happens, so I just cut to the end of the race here. Yeah, I couldn't really do anything else. I stayed in the same position the whole time, so I didn't. This video got long, so I didn't want to show it.
That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview. Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in?
I wasn't sure how to answer this. For some reason, I just let it go for way too long. Like 15 seconds, I was kind of just reading them. So, since we're going in the Ferrari Academy, I was thinking we're gonna probably lean towards the showmanship side. And then here, I said Lucas. I mean, obviously, I had the turbo failure, so I was slower. No reason to hold him up. We're gonna cut to the next scene now. Oh wait, not yet. We got this cutscene.
Look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? No. You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
I mean, when they created Devon Butler, they really did a good job making him a jerk. I skipped all the other ones because I did not like him. And I lost to him 2 more times. That's a spoiler.
Look at them go! Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact. Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Alright, so our job here is to try to beat Lucas, or not Lucas Faber, Devon Butler. But I think I just spoiled it by saying I lost twice to Butler, but we're gonna do our best here. Still, I have no practice coming into these races, so I'm not my best racing. So nothing happens on this first lap. Got catch Mikio, I think. So on the next lap, on the third DRS straight, I don't get any DRS. So, but I close up to him massively at this corner. So what I'm hoping is that we can catch him at the next straight, especially with that huge lockup.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. They're
One.
on softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:20.0.
So I got an awesome run out of there, and that just lets me drive right by him, and I don't even need the DRS. But it's unfortunate because that put me behind, and all the way up to lap 37, I'm still far behind, and I have a DRS failure. So even if I catch up to the group ahead of me, then I will not be able to use DRS. So we're gonna cut to the last lap of the Grand Prix. I still have the DRS failure, and I think I'm about 1 second behind. I'm 1 second behind. I'd be in the DRS. But since my DRS failed, I could have been in the race. I could have beat him. I could have beat Butler and Russell and whoever's in the middle. But yeah, it wasn't meant to be. Without DRS and all of them DRS training with each other, I was not going to catch up. Then that spin just puts me completely out of contention. So they are so far up the road, I'm not gonna... I have no hope of catching them. I keep blocking up here, trying to go as late as possible on the brakes to see if I can get close or whatever. But yeah, it's to no avail. Lando Norris wins the race way up the road. We'll be seeing him next season too, so hopefully have some good racing with these guys in F1, but I had no chance here. Yeah. My front brake rise being at 60, I drive with it lower, towards the 50s, lower 50s. So, you know, I'm not used to it. I didn't fix it up until Abu Dhabi.
Let's have your take. It seems to me that collision with Devon clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result?
You know, it's a...
So did you ever think you'd get the place back?
I don't know.
Devon? I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances? Appreciate your time.
So, I turned the difficulty up to 89, I think. Yeah, 89. Going into this last race because I was feeling pretty confident I got hold of the F2 car. But as you'll see, I did not have enough of a hold. I should have kept it at 87. Yeah, not a great start. I lost a few places off the line. I wish they let you do like the whole qualifying, since it was such an well, this is the sprint race, so I guess the grid was predetermined. But I wish for next year's game that they did the whole F2 season, or at least give you the choice. It'd be nice. A sneaky little dive up of Aiken. It doesn't work out. He gets better drive out of the corner. Luckily, I come away with no damage after he turned in on me, and after I lunged up his inside. Sitting in the slipstream, no DRS on lap 1. I'm going to go to the outside and make a nice move around the outside, which turns to the inside. And I'm going to try to catch up to Norris now, see if I can make any progress on Butler. But they're just... I think Norris just got better at slipstream than I did, being closer to Weber. Yeah, so... I can't really catch up. We're skipping the 2 laps later. I'm still basically right at the safe spot behind Norris. I can't make any grounds on him. And I just overdo it on the brakes and crush into the side of Norris. Still lucky that I have no damage, even though it's not unsimulated. Yeah. Still stuck behind, 5 places behind. And I gotta say that Abu Dhabi is not one of my favorite courses. I am so bad at the 3rd sector. I set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. That was pretty close to making contact with Norris. But I think I'm going to... I'm close enough to make a dive bomb, and I don't just get past Norris. I try to make a move on Weber too. It's not meant to be. Norris is still stuck on my outside. And that's the one flashback that I use. I was getting a little anxious to be on Weber, so I overdid it on the throttle. But I didn't get too good traction out of the corner, so well, hopefully with Weber getting slowed down there, I was able to make a move around the outside, and I also got the DRS on him, so luckily I was able to stay away. We're cutting to the lap 5 now, and where I finally catch up to Albon and make a nice move around the outside. Let's move up in the P5 now. And Russell is pretty far up the road. I got held up so long behind Norris. Looks like Devon Butler is all the way up in 2nd place. I tried short shifting there, but I realized really quickly that it didn't really matter in the F2 cars because they have way less torque. But that allowed Norris to come up behind me with the DRS, and now he's moving up my inside. Yeah. But I think I'm able to keep him at bay. I think I was just barely ahead of them at the detection point because I get the DRS here. The one thing I like about the Formula 2 cars is you can just barely see out of the wing mirrors, unlike the F1 cars where you can't see out of them at all. If you're looking at my delta, I'm like not doing that great. I'm 1 second behind my best lap. Going to the beginning of lap 6, Norris makes another dive up me inside, and I can't fight him off this time. So I have to concede the place. Yeah, so he's getting away. But I'm hoping that I can just stay within a second so I can keep in the DRS. So it's pretty far up the road, but it looks like I was just in range. So I'll be able to catch the toe. And I'm not close enough on this straight, but I should be way closer for the back straight. I close up massively under braking. Just kind of tease him, put myself in there on the inside. And but the crucial part was I didn't get the DRS because I was ahead of him at the detection point. Now wait, and I didn't put trainer, but we're gonna cut to the end of the race. That's basically where I sat with. Couldn't catch up to Seti camera. I don't really know how to say it. And we're gonna come through with 5th place. Lose the championship to Butler.
Good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
There
So,
were questions at the start of the season as to whether they could really go all the way, but there's no question anymore. What a special year it's been, and here they are, the new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion.
It was a little disappointing, but
Good day today. Let's have
the
more
F2
food.
doesn't really matter too much.
So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you?
It was not enjoyable. Near the end, I didn't show it, but I was hitting some. The
Well,
fastest
you
laps
went
of the
into
race
this
near the
final
end.
race with the championship in your grasp. How are you feeling about being so close but missing out?
If I felt more comfortable with the F2 cars, I probably would have
Well, we've been hearing rumors of
won.
a possible future for you in Formula One.
And of course, there's a future with me in
Great.
F1.
Well,
This is
that's
a video
everything.
game, so I get whatever choice I want. Yeah, so I skipped the Devon Butler cutscene again because
welcome.
he's a jerk.
Come on in. Take a seat. Time we have the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubt is over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat.
So I debated this for a little longer. That I cut out. I was going between Alfa Romeo and Haas, and I decided to go with Haas. I'm an American. They're an American team. It kind of makes sense. I'm going with Kevin Magnussen. We're kicking Grosjean at F1.
Excellent choice. From my conversations with them, they're going to be very excited to pursue this opportunity with you. I'll let them know our intentions immediately. I'll have to clean up some final details with them, but that's what you pay me for. Other than that, congratulations. You've earned it.
Yeah, so gonna clean up that bad press from Rich Energy.
I'll catch up with you. Sorry, I'm just on my way out, but your workstation's at the back over there. It should be all set up on the network, but let the guys know if it isn't. From there, you can access all the data you need to help us direct development of the car. Get yourself settled, and then head out to practice when you're ready. I'll catch up with you later, okay?
Yeah, so
Welcome
gonna
to
clean
the
up.
new team.
I'm
Cars are experts in getting great value out of every investment. That's why they skipped being backmarkers and jumped straight into the midfield pack in their first season. You are now one of those investments. Make sure they get plenty of value, okay?
Yeah, so people keep talking over me. Yeah, so I want to do this. They're right in the middle of the midfield, a little better in the game than they are in real life. So I'm gonna hopefully make this an exciting season. Ferrari once in the Ferrari Driver Academy, they want me to do good here, so they can promote me. They want me to prove myself here. So yeah, the next episode we're gonna go right into Australia. Hopefully I'll be more comfortable with this whole voice. I'll just mute it in the post. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have any tips for me, leave them down in the comments below. If you liked what you've seen, leave a like and maybe subscribe. This is my first video, so hopefully I do improve as I go. See ya.